पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। ईश्वर परम कृष्ण सच्चिदानंद विग्रह अनादिरादिर् गोविंद सर्व कारण कारणम। चिंतामणि प्रकर सद्मसु कल्प वृक्षा लक्षाव्रतेषु सुरवीर विपालयन्तं लक्ष्मी सहस्र शत संभ्रम सेव्यमानं गोविंदमादि पुरुषं तमगं भजामि। वेणुं क्वनन्तमरविन्द दलायताक्षं भर्गावतं समसिताम्बुत सुन्दरांगं कंदर्पकोटि कमनीय विशेष शोभं गोविंदमादि पुरुषं तमगं भजामि। आलोल चंद्रकल सद्वनमाल्य वंशी रत्नांगदं प्रणय केलि कलाविलासं श्यामं त्रिभंग ललितं नियत प्रकाशं गोविंदमादि पुरुषं तमगं भजामि। अंगानि यस्य सकलेन्द्रिय वृत्तिमन्ति पश्यन्ति पान्ति कलयन्ति चिरं जगन्ति आनंद चिन्मय सदुज्वल विग्रहस्य गोविंदमादि पुरुषं तमगं भजामि। अद्वैतमच्युतमनादिमनंत रूपम् आद्यं पुराण पुरुषं नवयौवनं च वेदे सुदुर्लभमदुर्लभमात्मभक्तौ गोविन्दमादि पुरुषं तमगं भजामि। पन्तास्तु कोटि शतवत्सर संप्रगम्यो वायोरथापि मनसो मुनिपुङ्गवानां सोऽप्यस्ति यत्प्रपदसीम्यविचिन्त्य तत्त्वे गोविन्दमादि पुरुषं तमगं भजामि। एकोऽप्यसौ रचयुतं जगदण्डकोटिं यच्चक्तिरस्ति जगदण्डजयाय दन्तान्तरस्थ परमाणुजयान्तरस्थं गोविन्दमादि पुरुषं तमगं भजामि। यद्भावभावित धियो मनुजासतैव सम्प्राप्य रूपमहिमासनयानभूषा सूतैर्यमेव निगमप्रथितैस्तुवन्ति गोविन्दमादि पुरुषं तमगं भजामि। आनंद चिन्मय रस प्रतिपाविताभिर्ययेव निज रूपतया कलाभि गोलोकयेव निवसति अखिलात्मभूतो गोविन्दमादि पुरुषं तमगं भजामि। प्रेमाञ्जनाच्युत भक्ति विलोचनेन सन्ता सदैव हृदयेषु विलोकयन्ति यं श्याम सुन्दरमचिन्त्य गुणस्वरूपं गोविन्दमादि पुरुषं तमगं भजामि। रामादिमूर्तिषु कलानियमेन तिष्ठन् नानावतारमकरोत् भुवनेषु किन्तु कृष्णा स्वयं समभवत् परमपुमान्यो गोविन्दमादि पुरुषं तमगं भजामि। यस्य प्रभा प्रभवतो जगदण्डकोटि कोटिस्वशेष वसुधादि विभूति भिन्नं तद्ब्रह्म निष्कलमनन्तमशेष भूतं गोविन्दमादि पुरुषं तमगं भजामि। रामादिमूर्तिषु कलानियमेन तिष्ठन् नानावतारमकरोत् भुवनेषु किन्तु कृष्णा स्वयं समभवत् परमपुमान्यो गोविन्दमादि पुरुषं तमगं भजामि। यस्य प्रभा प्रभवतो जगदण्डकोटि कोटिस्वशेष वसुधादि विभूति भिन्नं तद्ब्रह्म निष्कलमनन्तमशेष भूतं गोविन्दमादि पुरुषं तमगं भजामि। माया हि यस्य जगदण्ड शतानि सूथे त्रैगुण्य तद्विषय वेद विदायमाना सत्त्वावलम्बि परसत्त्वं विशुद्ध सत्त्वं गोविन्दमादि पुरुषं तमगं भजामि। आनंद चिन्मय रसात्मतया मनस्सु यप्राणिनां प्रतिफलं स्मृतामुपेत्या लीलायितेन भुवनानि जयत्यजस्रं गोविन्दमादि पुरुषं तमगं भजामि। गोलोकनाम्नि निजधाम्नि तले च तस्या देवी महेश हरिधाम सुतेषु तेषु ते ते प्रभाव निचया विगिताश्च येन गोविन्दमादि पुरुषं तमगं भजामि। सृष्टि स्थिति प्रलय साधन शक्ति रेखा चाये वयस्य भुवनानि बिभर्ति दुःखा इच्छानुरूपमपि यस्य चेष्टते सा गोविन्दमादि पुरुषं तमगं भजामि। क्षीरं यथा दधि विकार विशेष योगा संजायते न तथा पृथगस्ति हेतु यस्सम्भुतामपि तथा समुपैति कार्यात् गोविन्दमादि पुरुषं तमगं भजामि। दीपाचिरेव कि दशान्तरमभ्युपेत्या दीपायते विवृत हेतु समान धर्मा यस्तादृगेव कि च विष्णुतया विभाति गोविन्दमादि पुरुषं तमगं भजामि। Ekkarananava jaleba jadisma yoga nidra mananta jagadanda saroma kupa adara shakti mavalambya param samurtim govindamadi purusham tamagam bhajami. Yassai kanisvachita kala matavalamya jivan tiloma vilaja jagadanda nata Vishnu mahansi yasya kalavisesu govindamadi purusham tamagam bhajami. Vaswan yathasma sakalesu nijesu tejasviyam kiyat prakatiyati abhidattvadatra brahma yes jagadanda vidana karta govindamadi purusham tamagam bhajami. Yatpadavallava yugam vinidaya kumbhe dvandve pranama samayesa ganadi raja vignan vigantum alamasya jagatriyasya govindamadi purusham tamagam bhajami. Agnir Mahi Gaganamambu Maruddhisascha Kalastathatma Manasiti Jagatrayani Yasmat Bhavanti Vibhavanti Visanti Yamcha Govindamadi Purusham Tamagam Bhajami. Yachak Suresa Savida Sakalagrahanam Raja Samasta Suramuti Rasesa Teja Yasya Janaya Brahmati Sampradakala Chakro Govindamadi Purusham Tamagam Bhajami. Dharmo tapapa nityaya sutayasta pansi brahma dikita patagama dayasta jiva yaddak tamatra vibhava prakata prabhava govindamadi purusham tamagam bhajami. Yastvindra gopa madhavendra magosva karma bandhana rupa palabhaja namatanoti karmani nittahati kuntu jabakti bhajam govindamadi purusham tamagam bhajami. Yam krodha kama sagaja pranayadi bhiti vatsalya mokha gurgaurava sevya bhavai sanchintya tasya sadishim tanuma purete govindamadi purusham tamagam bhajami. Sriya kanta kanta parama purusha kalpataravo drumma bhumi chinta manigana mayi toyam mamitam katha ganam natyam gamanam api vamsi priya sakhi Chidanandam Jyoti Param Apidarta Swadam Apicha Sayatrakshabhi Savati Surabhi Vyasa Sumahan Nimesa Dakyova Vrajati Nahi Yatrapi Samye Bhaje Sveta Dvipam Tamaham Mika Golokamitiyam Vidantaste Santakshiti Virala Chara Katipaye Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. By Lord Sri Krishna's causeless mercy, we are nicely progressing in Bhagavad Gita. We finished 4 slokas in the 4th chapter. There is Karma Yoga, action in Krishna consciousness. So that is the title of the 4th chapter. So in the 3rd chapter, we studied about Karma Yoga. And here, the reason it is titled as action in Krishna consciousness, that is the 4th chapter, there is transcendental knowledge. The 5th chapter is Karma Yoga, action in Krishna consciousness. The 4th chapter is transcendental knowledge. So here, Krishna is saying that this knowledge is not the first time he is teaching to Arjuna. Krishna said that Krishna told Arjuna that I gave this knowledge millions of years ago to sun god Vivasva. So this is not the first time I am teaching to you. So that way we understand that Bhagavad Gita is a knowledge which is everlasting knowledge. It is time-tested knowledge and it is always there. And it is applicable at all the time. This knowledge is for the soul. It is not for the body, it is for the soul. And it is for the soul to escape from the body. This knowledge is to give guidance to the soul, to give instructions and knowledge to the soul about how to free ourselves from this body. So if we are in danger somewhere, and if we are stuck somewhere in danger, and then we don't know how to get out, we need some guidance, some clues, some instructions. Without that, it will be very difficult. So like that, we are here in this material world, and it is full of darkness. If we compare knowledge to the light and the ignorance to darkness, so in this material world, without the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, we are under complete darkness. So, under darkness, you can't see anything. You can't see things as they are. You will not be able to see anything. So that way, we need some light or some instrument to see things clearly. We need some light. So, Bhagavad Gita is that light. Bhagavad Gita is that eyes. We need some special eyes to see things. For example, to see microorganisms, you need to use microscope to see them. So like that, here, to see this world as they are, we need to have some special eyes to see them. So when we are using the microscope, so those lenses are becoming like the special eyes. So like that, or even to see things which are very far, we need telescopes. So there, those lenses are helping us to see things as, even though if it is very far, it's magnifying and we are able to see things. Even it is very, very small, when you use microscope, again it magnifies and we are able to see things. So like that, here we need the special eyes. So we need a scope. So that is this Bhagavad Gita scope. This Bhagavad Gita scope is the eyes which opens the knowledge of eyes, the eyes of knowledge. That is called Bhagavad Gita scope. So with that, if we are able to see this world as they are, then we will realize that we are actually suffering, struggling in this material world without an end to our miseries. That's why Krishna said that Anityam Asukam Lokam Imam Prapya Bhajasva Mam. Having come to this temporary miserable world, you worship me. That's what Krishna is saying, that Bhajasva Mam. So that is the knowledge, that is the secret we understand from this Bhagavad Gita, that we need to worship Krishna. That is the only way we can get ourselves freed from this material world. So this material world is full of darkness, full of ignorance, and we are completely clueless without the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, and we are suffering here life after life. So with this Jnana Chakshusaga, so Putramantam Sitam Vapi Bunjanam Va Gunanvitam Vimuda Nana Pasyanti Jnana Chakshusaga Putramantam Sitam Vapi. So we are giving up our old body and getting a new body. Bunjana va gunanvitam. And we are trying to enjoy the material sense objects under the control of the modes of material nature. Bunjana va gunanvitam. So we are fond of doing something, fond of eating some special food, fond of going somewhere, doing these things, addicted to all such things in this material way. It's all because we are controlled by the modes of nature, and depending upon what type of body we are getting, we are enjoying particular type of material sense objects. With the human body, we can make delicious food and we can go to restaurants and we can eat a lot of like buffet and things like that. We can eat a lot of things. So there is sweets and whatnot. We can enjoy with the material sense objects. Those are all the material sense objects for the tongue or for the human being. But what is the material sense objects for the tongue of a pig? So the pig, if you give rice and if you give all this food, it won't enjoy. The pig actually enjoys stool. So that is the material sense object for the pig to enjoy. So that way, depending upon what kind of body we are getting and what kind of material senses we are getting, and we try to enjoy particular type of material sense object, due to the control of Maya, we are controlled by Maya, we are not able to see these things which are happening. And we simply try to go after material sense objects and watch things, watch movies and listen to music and try to go to restaurants and eat food and all such things. We are trying to enjoy in this material way, and we think that that is the enjoyment, that is the happiness we are getting it. That's the life is meant for that. That's what we are thinking. But in reality, we are actually suffering. We are not enjoying. So that's why vimuda nanu pasyanti. The vimuda means a fool. A fool cannot see. A fool cannot understand that we are suffering. We are not enjoying these material sense objects. They bring only suffering to us. They don't bring enjoyment to us. Because anything speaking, materially speaking, we have to be in control. If we are not in control, because our body cannot handle a lot of sugar, it has to process the sugar. Our body cannot handle a lot of fat, it has to process the fat. So this sugar, carbohydrates, fat, all such things our body has to process, and if we try to enjoy, then we are going to suffer. Because the systems, our body, the various systems are there. So in the physiology, all kinds of systems, everything gets disturbed. If we eat a lot of fat, then our cardiac, our heart will be in trouble. It won't be able to pump enough blood because the arteries and everything will be blocked, and there is not enough flow area for the blood to flow. So like that, this entire body, we are going to suffer if we are not able to control our material senses, enjoying the sense objects. So that knowledge we need to have. At least materially speaking, we have that knowledge. If we go to a physician advisors, and they will ask us to do blood work, and in the blood work they will see all these kinds of things which can be under control, which can be controlled by controlling our diet. That's what Krishna is saying in Bhagavad Gita in the 6th chapter. Na ati asnatasti yogosti na chaikantam anasnataga. So one should not eat too much, one should not eat too less. That means one should control the eating. So we should be able to control how much we should eat, what we are eating. All such things should be under our control. Food in the mode of goodness, passion and ignorance. Ayusattva bala arogyam sukha priti vivartanaga rasyaga snigdaga stiraga agaraga satvika priyaga. So the food in the mode of goodness increases the duration of life, purifies one's existence, and gives strength, health, happiness, and satisfaction. Such foods are juicy, wholesome, and pleasing to the heart. That's what Ayu Sattva Bala Arogya. Ayu Sattva Bala Arogya. All such things, Arogya, health, Bala, strength. Ayu, it increases our life. And Sattva, it purifies our existence. So Ayu Sattva Bala Arogya Sukha Priti Vivartanaga. So it brings us more happiness. It increases our happiness. When we eat food in the mode of goodness, in a limited amount, in control, that is the main thing. Whereas if we eat all kinds of rajasic food, what will happen? Katvamila Lavana Ati Ushna Teacher Katvamila Lavana Ati Ushna, there is Aharaga Rajasasyeshtaga Dukkha Sokamaya Prataga. So that's what Krishna says in the 17th chapter. That is Katva Amila Lavana Ati Ushna. Katva means it is south, Amila and acidic, Katva Amila, Lavana, salty, Ati Ushna means very hot. So Katva Amila Lavana Ati Ushna, Tikshna Ruksha Vidahinaga. Tikshna Ruksha Vidahinaga means it is dry, pungent. Tikshna is pungent. Ruksha means dry. And Vidahinaga means burning. So Aharaga Rajasasyeshtaga Dukkha Sokamaya Pradaga. So these foods will be very much liked by the people in the mode of passion, and it brings distress, misery, and disease. The food in the mode of goodness brings strength, health, happiness, and satisfaction. Whereas the food in the mode of passion brings distress, misery, and disease. So foods that are too bitter, sour, salty, hard, pungent. So Katva means too bitter. Katva Amila means too sour. So too bitter, too sour, salty, hard, pungent, dry, and burning are dear to those in the mode of patience. Such foods cause distress, misery, and disease. So food in the mode of ignorance. Yatayamam gatarasam puti paryusitam chayat uchistamapi samedyam bhojanam tamasa priyam. So foods that are prepared long time ago, the baked food, and foods that are held in refrigerator, that are put in refrigerator for a very long time, and gatha rasam. Gatha rasam means the juice is gone. There is no juice in it. So when you are eating any food, it should have juice in it. If there is no juice in it, so that's what gatha rasam. So gatha rasam puti paryusitam chayat. So in the food in the mode of goodness, Krishna said that Ayu Sattva Bala Arogyam Sukha Priti Vivartanaga Rasyaga. So Rasyaga means it has got rasam. So it has got Rasyaga, it has got rasam, it has got juice. But here in the food in the mode of ignorance, it is Gatha rasam. There is no juice in it. So Gatha rasam. So then Uchistam api chamedyam. So Uchistam api chamedyam. Uchistam, remnants of food eaten by others. And amedyam, untouchable. So uchistam api chamedyam bhojanam tamasa priyam. Those kind of food are dearer to those in the mode of ignorance. So like that, this knowledge, you will be able to see things clearly. So what we are eating, how we are forced by Maya, by the modes of nature to eat, and how we are forced by Maya to enjoy the material sense objects. So all such things we will be able to see only with the eyes of knowledge. Jnana Chakshusa. So that's what Krishna is saying there. Jnana Chakshusa. With the eyes of knowledge. Utramantam sitam vapi munjanama gunanvitam vimuda nanu pasyanti jnana chakshusa. Krishna says in the 15th chapter. So in the 15th chapter, Krishna says jnana chakshusa. Then he also says that in the next sloka, that is sloka number 10 and the 10th sloka he says. So yatanto yoginaschainam pasyanti atmanyavasthitam yatantopi akritatmano nainam pasyanti achetasaga. To the endeavoring transcendentalists who are situated in self-realization can see all these clearly, but those whose minds are not developed and who are not situated in self-realization cannot see what is taking place, though they may try to do. Yatanto yoginaschainam pasyanti atmani avasthitam. So that is the point we need to understand. That's why this knowledge of Bhagavad Gita is very, very important for us. We need to fully understand, and then we need to see this world, see this life, everything in the eyes of knowledge. So here, last week we studied that when Krishna said that, told Arjuna that, Krishna told that, Sayevayam maya tedya yogaga proktaga puradanaga bhaktosi me sakha cheti rahasyam yetat uttamam. So that same old transcendental knowledge which I explained to sun god Vivaswan millions of years ago, that same knowledge I am teaching to you, I am explaining to you today, because you are my dear friend and devotee. That's why I am explaining you this topmost secret. Rahasyam hi etad uttamam. Topmost secret. When Krishna said that, Arjuna asked a question. Arjuna asked, Arjuna uvacha aparam bhavatto janma param janma vivasvataka katam etat vijaniyam tvam madhav proktavaniti. So the birth of sun god Vivaswan is much, much senior to you, whereas you are born only now. So how am I to understand that you gave this knowledge to sun god Vivaswan in the beginning? That's what Arjuna is asking. Then Krishna is saying that in the next sloka, which we are starting today, in the 4th chapter, sloka number 5, Krishna says that, See Bhagavan Vacha Bahuni me vyatitani Janmani tava charjuna tanyaham veda sarvani natvam veta parantapa. Both you and me. Bahuni me vyatitani. Me means me. That's what bahuni me. That's what maybe the English me comes from Sanskrit me. So bahuni me vyatitani janmani tavacha Arjuna. Janmani, births, bahuni, many births. Both me and tava, you, tavacha, you also, tavacha Arjuna. Oh Arjuna, both you and me have taken many births in the past. Bahuni me vyatitani janmani tavacha Arjuna. Tani aham veda sarvani. Aham, that means myself. No, Veda, I know. Sarvani, all of them. I know all those births. I know all of them. I remember, I know. Krishna knows everything. Vedagam samatitani vartamanani charjuna bhavisyani cha bhutani mam tu vedana kaschana. That's what he said in the 7th chapter. Krishna says. That means, I know the past. Vedagam samatitani. Whatever happened, I know. I know the past. Vartamanani charjuna. I know the present. Bhavisyani cha bhutani. I also know the future. But no one knows me. Mam tu veda na kaschana. But no one knows me. So Krishna knows the past, present and future, but no one knows Krishna. It's very hard to know Krishna. Only 1 in 1,000 will try to achieve Krishna, understand Krishna, and after only 1 in 1,000 will really know about Krishna. So of them only 1 in 1,000 will know about Krishna. So that way, Krishna is saying here that Tani aham veda sarvani. I know everything. Natvam veta parantapa. Parantapa. Tvam. Parantapa. Oh, conqueror of enemies. Tvam, you. Na veta. You don't know. That's what Natvam veta parantapa. That's what Krishna says. So, bahuni me vyatitani janmani tavacha Arjuna tani aham veda sarvani natvam veta parantam. Then Krishna is saying that about his birth. Because he says that I am also born here. I am also come here very often. Every millennium after millennium I am come here. That's what Krishna is saying, that yuge. So in the next sloka, in the sloka number 6, Krishna is saying that Ajo pisan avyayatma Bhutanam Isvaro pisan Prakritim swamadishchaya Sambhavami Atma Mayaya. Even though I am unborn, Krishna is never born here. Krishna is never forced to take birth here. We need to understand this very clearly. Krishna was not born, Krishna didn't die. Krishna came himself and Krishna went himself. Krishna is unborn. So, Ajo Pisan Avyayatma. Avyayatma means I am always there. Ajo Pisan Avyayatma Bhutanam Isvaro Pisan. So, I am the Bhutanam Isvaro Pisan. I am the controller of all living beings. That's what Bhutanam Isvaro Pisan Prakritim Swamadishtaya Sambhavami Atma Mayayam. I appear here myself with my own internal potency. So Sambhavami Atma Mayaya. Prakritim Swamadishtaya Sambhavami Atma Mayaya. So that's why we need to understand that Krishna is not like any human being. So Krishna didn't come here. So Krishna just appeared. Krishna just came here himself. That's what Ajo Pisan Avyayatma Bhutanam Isvaro Pisan Prakritim Swamadishtaya Sambhavami Atma Mayaya. So that way we cannot compare ourselves with Krishna. We cannot say that Krishna is like us, he was born here. Krishna was like a human being like that. That means we are fools. Krishna says that. Krishna says in the 10th chapter, Krishna says that Avajananti mamuda manushim tanumastita parambhavam ajananto mama bhuta maheswara. Fools deride me when I descend in human form. Avajananti mamuda manushim tanumastita. Parambhavam ajananto. They don't know my higher nature. Parambhavam ajananto. They don't know Mamabhuta Maheswaram. I am the Iswara. I am the supreme controller of all living beings. That's exactly Krishna is saying the same thing here in the 4th chapter, 6th sloka. Krishna is saying that Ajopisan Avyayatma Bhutanam Iswaropisan. Krishna is the controller of all living beings. Krishna is the God. Krishna is the Lord of all beings. That's what Bhutanam Iswaropisan. Prakritim Swamadishtaya Sambhavami Atmamaya. So that way, we need to understand that Krishna's birth is divine. Krishna comes here himself. Krishna is not forced to accept birth like us by the modes of material nature. We are all forced to accept birth. Our body is created by the modes of nature, and we are put inside this body and caged and zipped and locked inside this body. The soul is locked inside this body by the modes of nature. Sattvam rajas tama yitihi gunaha prakriti sambhavaga nibandhanandi mahabhahu dehe dehinam avya. So sattva guna, rajo guna, tamo guna, so they are nibandhanandi. They are binding us with this inside this body. But Krishna is not like that. We cannot say that Krishna came like that. Krishna is the supreme controller. Krishna is everything. And he comes here. So that is the knowledge we need to understand from Bhagavad Gita. Krishna says very clearly. He is the source of everything. Aham sarvasya prabhavo mattaka sarvam pravartati. I am the source of everything. Everything emanates from me. Mattaka paratharam na anyati kinchit asti dhananjaya. There is no other truth which is superior to me. So all these things we need to understand. So Krishna's birth is special. So Krishna, that's very important. That's why Krishna is saying that Janma karma cha me divyam evam yo veti tattvadaga tyatvadegam punarjanmana eti mameti so Arjuna. If anyone understands the transcendental nature of my appearance and activities, Janma karma cha me divyam evam yo veti tattvadaga tyatvadegam. Tyaktva means after giving up this body, Tyaktva Degam Punarjanmanayeti. They don't get another birth in this material world because Mameti, so Arjuna, they will come to me. They have come to me, so they won't again take birth in this material world. So that we need to understand that Krishna's birth in this world is very, very, very special. It is not like us. So that way we need to understand and realize this fact, and we need to understand about Krishna's transcendental birth and appearance and these activities. So then we are going to go to Krishna's way. We are going to develop our love towards Krishna. We know about Krishna very well. There are volumes and volumes of stories, transcendental activities of Krishna. It's not stories, it's histories. So history, transcendental activities of Krishna. In this way, every day there will be a new movie gets released, all kinds of stupid nonsense things, and there are like heroes act like heroes, villains, this, that, and a lot of nonsense. And everybody is just actors. Everybody is just cheaters. That's it. Because we kind of believe that they are the real heroes, but the real hero is Krishna. The real hero is only Krishna is the hero. He did so much of heroic activities when he was there in this material world. And that's what we need to relish. That's what we need to enjoy. We need to study. We need to understand. We need to spend all the time in understanding about Krishna's transcendental activities, his appearance and activities. But unfortunately, we spend so many hours in this material world. We means in general. I'm talking about in general, in material world. People spend a lot of time in watching movies and doing all those things. Instead, if we watch about Krishna's movies, if we study about Krishna's appearance, Krishna's activities, then we are going to go to Krishna's world. So there is a real enjoyment. So that's why Krishna is saying that I am unborn. So Ajopisam. So Krishna is unborn. So that way in the next sloka, Krishna is continuing. The next two slokas are very famous slokas which are always quoted in Bhagavad Gita. So in the 7th and the 8th slokas in the 4th chapter. Yada yada hi dharmasya glanirbhavati bharata abhyuttanam adharmasya tadatmanam sujamyagam. Yada yada hi dharmasya glanirbhavati bharata. So whenever the dharma, the righteousness, they are lost in this material world. Abhyuttanam adharmasya. Then abhyuttanam, there is a predominant rise of irreligion. So those who don't follow the principles of Bhagavad Gita, the predominant rise of demons, so they create so much disturbance in this world. So whenever whenever the good people, the divine people, they are in trouble and there is a decline in the principles of righteousness and there is a predominant rise of irreligion. So at that time, yada yada ki dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata abhyuttanam adharmasya tadatmanam srijamiham, I come myself. Krishna just comes here. That's it. There is no need for Krishna to change his, like become a soul, super soul, get into a body and develop and grow and then go get into the embryo and go through all the embryonic stages and then appear here. That is not needed for Krishna. Krishna just comes himself. So for the people who are too much going after science, about studying, understanding all these things, how the cells, sperm, egg, and how they create and division, cell division, all such things we study, that all is only for the souls, normal, ordinary souls. That is not true for Krishna, because Krishna is the super soul. So super soul, there is only one super soul. So that super soul is there in everybody's heart, in everybody's body, in everyone's body. Krishna is there, a super soul. So Krishna is watching, Krishna is a witness, Krishna is a permitter. So Krishna is maintaining us. So Upadrishta, Anumanta, Bharta, Bhokta, Maheswaraga, Paramatme iti chayuttaga degesmin purushasam. So that's what we need to understand about Krishna. Because Krishna can do anything. Krishna created this material world. There are billions of galaxies. I'm not talking about billions of planets. There are billions of galaxies and there are billions of suns in every galaxy, solar system, in every galaxy. Our Milky Way galaxy itself has got billions of solar systems. So Krishna's power is infinity. Infinity means we use infinity in math only if you don't know the limits. You just say that limit tends to infinity. When you say limit tends to 10, limits tend to 0 or something like that, you know. But limit tends to infinity. So here, Krishna is infinity. So Krishna is everything. And that's what we need to understand from this Bhagavad Gita. So if we understand that concept, then we will be able to believe, we will be able to accept that Krishna can come here in his own body. Krishna need not take birth like us. So that part also we will be able to understand. So for that only this knowledge of Bhagavad Gita is required. If we consider Krishna as a human being like us, then we are making a big mistake. So that's very important. We need to understand in this Bhagavad Gita. So anything can happen. Krishna can do anything. When he is able to make a body like this, which works perfectly and all such things, then Krishna can just come with his own body also here. So there is no need for this to take birth. Take birth means to enter into mother's womb and then become like a grow and then develop. Not like that. So now in the next sloka, Krishna is saying that Paritranaya sadhunam vinasaya cha duskrutam dharma samsthapanarthaya sambhavami yuge yuge. Paritranaya sadhunam, to protect the pious. Vinasaya cha duskrutam, to annihilate the miscreants. Dharma samsthapanarthaya, to establish the principles of righteousness. Sambhavami yuge yuge, I appear millennium after millennium. So Krishna came many times to this earth in the past, and Krishna is going to come many times in the future. And Krishna is now also there everywhere. Krishna is there. Krishna is, even if he stands in front of us, he is standing in front of us, and he is attending this lecture every week. Only thing we are not able to see, because naham prakasaga sadvasya yogamaya samavrita. I am not visible to everyone because I am covered by the Yoga Maya. That's why Naham Prakasaga Sarvasya Yoga Maya Samavrita. So that way, by Krishna's mercy, we are very fortunate. We are understanding Bhagavad Gita. And we should continue to study and understand it fully, completely, and memorize all these slokas and give this knowledge to others. So that way, by Krishna's mercy, we will be able to go to Krishna. That way, we will be able to live in Krishna consciousness all the time. The best way to live in Krishna consciousness is to continuously study Bhagavad Gita, study about Krishna's transcendental nature of Krishna's appearance and activities, and then spread the message of Krishna to everyone with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, not worrying about anything else materially speaking, because everything else will be taken care of very nicely by Krishna. Krishna takes care of us. We don't have to worry about it. So Krishna guarantees it. You just surrender unto me. You just throw away everything. Just fully believe me and come to me. I will take care of you. I will deliver you from all sinful reactions. Do not fear. Kunteya Pratijani Name Bhaktaga Pranasyadi. O son of Kunti, declare it boldly that my devotee will never perish. So that way, by Krishna's mercy, we finished 4 more slokas today. So in the 4th chapter, 8 verses we finished, and I will stop now. We'll discuss if any questions are there. Hare Krishna. Then that is called karmi. We will become karmi and we will face the reactions when we are attached to the results. When we are not attached to the results, that means when we are not affected by the results, then that same activity is called karma yoga. So because you are in connection with Krishna and you are doing it for Krishna. So every activity what we do, like it is all depending upon the intention of or the way we do it. The way means whether we are attached to the results or not. That only matters. But the way we do it is same. The way we do it, whether a person who is attached to the result or whether a person who is not attached to the result, it's both are same way. They do the activity in the same way. But when we are attached to the results, so that means then we need to face the reactions. So that is what is called karma vinay. So whereas if we are not attached to the results, if we do the activity only as an offering unto Krishna, and of course we want the results. I said about this in the past also many times. It is not that we don't want the results. It is not that we don't desire the results. We desire the results. We want good results. We want to become victorious. But we should not be affected by the results. That is the main thing. So once we do the activity, then give the results to Krishna. Whatever the result comes, we should not be affected. When Arjuna was fighting, he was definitely fighting to win. In the beginning he said that, Yadva jayema yadivana jayeyu. I don't know whether to win or to lose. Because if I win, then I need to kill all my cousins and my teacher and my grandfather, Dronacharya, Bhishma, everybody I need to kill. If I want to lose, then everybody in my side will get killed. So I don't know what to do, whether to win or to lose. But at the end, after understanding Bhagavad Gita fully, he actually decided to win for Krishna. Only for that reason. He wanted to win. So, but he is not attached to the results. He will not be affected. Even if he lost, he won't be worried. Because he was doing his level best for Krishna. That is the main thing. So same thing applies for us. We can do our level best, whatever we can do, but we should not be affected by the results. So then we are actually doing it for Krishna. But if we are affected by the results, then we are attached to the results. Then we need to face the reaction. So that is what is called karma vinay. You understand the difference between karma vinay and karma yoga?
Yes, Guruji.
Yeah.
And another one more doubt I have, Guruji, that is regarding the term sadhana. What does the term sadhana means?
Very good question. This is also a very, very nice question. Sadhana means, when we are doing this, when we are doing for Krishna, when we are working for Krishna, we are very motivated to perform those actions. When we do those actions very well, then that is called sadhana. So especially in Krishna consciousness, when we want to do it for Krishna, the very important thing what we need to do is that we need to control our senses. So in order to control our senses, that means we need to restrict our senses. So in all, especially starting with eating, and then that is called, we can also call it as dieting, correct? Eating, and then sleeping, and then all activities. That's what Krishna said in one sloka in the 6th chapter. Yuktahara viharasya yukta chestasya karmasu yukta swapnava bodhasya yogo bhavati dukkha. That yukta means you are controlled, you are engaged, controlling all our activities. So when we do that, at that point of time, we need to give up our attachment to the material sense objects. So if you want to, especially when you are eating, we don't want to eat a lot. When we are controlling, we need to give up our attachment. So then we will win. Ultimately, we are going to win. But if we succeed in those activities, so in our Krishna conscious activities, then that is called sadhana. So that's called sadhana. So that's why in Tamil, actually in general, this is a Sanskrit word, but for you to explain, like anybody wins, anybody did, so he did sadhana. So that is called sadhana. It's actually when we are doing it for Krishna without getting affected by the results, and we are able to control our senses. So with the motivation comes from, because we are doing it for Krishna. So that is what, for example, what we are doing right now is a sadhana. Every week we are studying Bhagavad Gita. It's a sadhana. We are undergoing austerities. We have a lot of other things to do also, but we are very much committed to this thing. And we need to be at home, and we need to do some other things, and we need to, because it's all depends upon which one we give high priority, correct? So here we want to make sure we build progress in understanding Bhagavad Gita. So then all these things are sadhana. When we are doing it for Krishna without getting affected by the results, so they are all called sadhana. You understand that, Vishnu?
Yes, Guruji. Then it means that sadhana is much similar to karma yoga. That is, doing sadhana will make us to attain that karma yoga. Is it correct, Guruji?
That is exactly correct. Yes, karma yoga. Yeah, yoga. We are doing it for Krishna. That's why it's called sadhana. Yeah. When you are doing it for Krishna, with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. So anything related with Krishna, when we are doing, that is not sadhana. You want to achieve. You sadhana want to achieve to the level, you want to perform to your level best. So that is what is called sadhana. So in that case, you are studying for Krishna, you want to get excellent grades, but you are studying for Krishna, then that is called sadhana. You get that point, Vishnu? Hare Krishna?
Yes, Guruji.
Yeah.
It's slightly breaking.
Yeah. Oh, voice is breaking. Okay. But you understood whatever I spoke, you could hear?
Yes, Guruji, yes.
Okay.
And I have one more doubt also, Guruji,
Yes.
regarding the birth of Krishna. You told that Krishna is someone who is special, who has no birth. But according to history, we have seen that mother of Krishna is Yashoda and father of Krishna is Vasudeva. Is this true, Guruji?
That is true. But still, Krishna was not going through like others. Krishna, when Krishna was born, if you read, Krishna was not like any normal child which was coming. Krishna was coming with this actually four-handed Vishnu form, four-handed form. So then parents Vasudeva and Devaki, they were actually they worship Krishna. They requested Krishna to come in his normal like a human form. That's why Krishna appeared in the human form. So, but Krishna, when Krishna was first originally when he was born, he was not like an ordinary human form. So you get that point, Vishnu? So when we study Srimad Bhagavatam, you will understand about Krishna. But just for this reason alone, we need to study Srimad Bhagavatam to understand about Krishna's appearance and his transcendental activities. But we need to finish Bhagavad Gita first. So that way, even though Krishna had mother, father, but still, it is not that Krishna went through the process of, like we normally, how we take birth in this world. That it was not seen. Okay, Vishnu?
Yes, Guruji, I could understand it.
So next month I'll come, Vishnu. Maybe someday I'll plan to come to our college to give a lecture. So we will plan. Okay. I already spoke to Professor Natarajan, and maybe I need to talk to other teachers also. We'll arrange, and then we can do.
Yes, Guruji.
Okay. So I'll also try to call you regarding this later sometime. Okay. You are going on 20,
Yes, Guruji.
26 or 27. When are you going to come?
Around 26th, it is said, Guruji. The college reopens around 26th.
Cell and zygote, and then it divides into many cells, and stem cells, and then Krishna didn't go through that process. So that's what we need to understand. So this is all we are talking about. Born, unborn is like that. We are trying to give a definition, like born means you are born like going through the genetic, like the changes in a cell division, and all the parts of the body form like that. So Krishna happened for Krishna like that. Krishna is there already in every atom, everywhere. For him, he will not be forced to accept a material body like that, which deteriorates, which is not like that. Krishna is, he just by thinking itself, he can, when Krishna was there with, if we ask that question, when Krishna was there with 16,108 wives, and everybody thought that everybody is there with Krishna. Everybody thought that in their palace Krishna is there with him. If we think that Krishna was born like anybody else, then how that question can be answered? Everybody in the palace, 16,108 palaces, everybody thought that Krishna is there. And when Krishna was dancing with gopis, every gopi was thinking that Krishna is dancing with her. Every gopi was. That's what we need to understand. All these things we can understand only that if we cannot, with our experience, with our knowledge, we cannot bring Krishna into that picture. Then we are in trouble. Then we won't be able to understand it at all. So Krishna was not born like us by the control of the modes of nature. So Krishna is Name Partasti Kartavyam Trishlokesu Kinchana. Krishna has no work to do in all these three realms. There is no need for Krishna to take birth in this. It's only because he wants us to deliver us from this material world. That's why Krishna is coming to make sure. So here there's no point for that particular shloka. Since you quoted that shloka, Yomam evam asammudo jnanati purushottama. That shloka only you said, correct?
Yes, true.
Tasarva vijati mam.
No. This Yomam Ajam Anadim Cha Vetti Loka Maheshwaram.
Yomam Ajam Anadim Cha Vetti Loka Maheshwaram. So that is in the which is shloka?
Prabhu, chapter 10, text 3.
Yeah, chapter 10. That's what I thought. Okay. Yoma Ajam Anadim Cha. So Yo means those. Ma means me. Yoma Ajam Anadim Cha. Ajam means unborn. Anadim means no beginning. So unborn, no beginning. So Yoma Ajam Anadim Cha Veti Loka Maheswaram. So they know that I am the controller of all the lokas. Then Krishna says that chapter 10 shloka, right? Asammudaga samartyesu sarva papegi pramuchyate. So asammudaga means without any bewilderment. Samartyesu. Martyesu means the people who take birth, they are all die here, correct? That's what samartyesu. So that is this. That's what samartyesu means. People who will die here, correct? Among those subject to death, correct? Asammudaga means they are not bewildered. Asammudaga samartyesu. Then sarva papegi pramuchyate. They will be liberated from all sins. Where is the word born is coming here? In the sloka, there is no Sanskrit word like born is coming. If you look at the translations given by others, also things, there is their purport, their translation. In the Sanskrit shloka, there is no word born is coming. Only Yomam Ajam. Ajam only is coming. Unborn only is coming. Yomam Ajam Anadim. You understand that, bro? If you go Only in this sloka. That's why we need to go only in this sloka. So then that question doesn't even arise.
Yes, Prabhu. That part I understood, that Krishna is not having a material birth like us, because we have this material birth and we have this body which is given by the three modes of material nature. But in that verse that Krishna says that Sambhavami Atma Mayaya. So Krishna is not taking birth in this thing. He has like this spiritual body. So yeah, yes, true. In the sloka, it's not there. So I have to, yeah.
In this sloka, that is the main point, bro. That's why I even tell sometimes devotees from ISKCON also, correct? When we read, even yesterday there was a question in the Tamu class. Oh, you were not there, correct? Yesterday, Friday, Aditya Prabhu asked a very nice question. So Krishna says that Prapya Punya Kritam Lokam Usitva Saswati Saman Suchinam Simatam Gehe Yoga Prashto Abhijayate. If you go to that sloka, it is in the like 6th chapter, so towards the end. In the translation, it says that when you take those kind of unsuccessful yogi, they will go and enjoy in the pious planets, and then they will for very very long time. Then they will come and take birth in a rich family, in a pious family or a rich family, like that it is. So there is no R. It is and in a pious and rich family. That's what is the meaning. But in the translation of that sloka, it is there that R. So when you put R, Aditya Prabhu, so that means people who take in a rich family, they are not becoming devotees. If you're rich family, but if they are not in devotee family, then you cannot become devotee. So Suchinam Srimatam Gege means Suchinam Srimatam Gege means Suchinam is pious, Srimatam is prosperous. So pious and prosperous family. Pious and prosperous house, family. That's what that and. But in the translation of that sloka, it is written pious or prosperous. So when you look at the literal meaning of this or this, that's not correct. This and this is correct. You understand that, bro? So that's why. What, bro?
Yes, Prabhu, I understand. Because in that verse it says that if they are in pious and prosperous, then they don't have to struggle so hard to earn their living.
They will get the devotee atmosphere in the family itself. When they were born to devotee parents, if the parents are already devotees and they are chanting Hare Krishna mantra, they will start chanting, and then they don't have to struggle hard for meeting their day-to-day needs. So in the translation, it should have been pious and prosperous. In the sloka, if you take Srimatam, Suchinam, Srimatam, Gege, that's what Krishna said. That's what if you go literally in Sanskrit. There is no that Srimatam or Suchinam or Srimatam Gehe. It's not like that. You get that point, no?
Yes, Prabhu. But in this sloka particularly, I was concerned because in that conclusion also, like that, like Bhanusai Maharaj, that he has translated in the last line that first of all it says first of all we understand that like Krishna is unborn and he is like first of all it explains that this Krishna is unborn, he doesn't have birth, but then it says that okay, the soul is also unborn, so that like we also don't have birth, but then it says that Krishna is like Sarvaloka Maheshwaram, like he is the master of all, and nobody else, like even the liberated souls, they can claim that they are the master. So that's how Krishna is different. But then in the last line it says that like I am the great controller of all the planets, like one who understands that he is freed from sin. But then last line that Maharaji writes, but he who, though accepting that the Lord is unborn, without beginning, and is the controller of all beings, thinks that his being born is just a semblance of birth. Like if someone is thinking that Krishna being born is just a semblance of birth, is not freed from all sins. Like it says that like we have to understand that Krishna is Ajam and Anadi, but also we have to accept that fact that Krishna is born of Devaki. Like if we don't accept that fact, then we are not free from sins. And then it previous to that it mentions like how is it possible, because it says that the Lord has like inconceivable power. So for ordinary person, it is not possible that he is unborn and is still born, but it is not.
Only thing we need to understand that we cannot restrict Krishna in any way. Okay, Krishna can do anything, but only thing is that he is not controlled by the modes of nature. When we are born because the modes of nature is making us to take birth. We are forced to accept material body by the modes of nature. That's not the case for Krishna. Because those modes of nature are servant of Krishna. Maya is serving Krishna. So, even if Krishna wants to enter in his prem and come and grow like that also, still Krishna is not under the control of the modes of nature. That is the point we need to understand.
Right, so yes, in the case of ordinary people, like they are forced to accept that birth.
Exactly. Everybody else is forced to accept the body, forced to accept the material body.
Yes.
But Krishna is not. That is the difference between Krishna's birth and our birth. That is the main thing. The main thing is Krishna wants to come, Krishna wants to take birth here, and Krishna wants to give us the knowledge, Krishna wants to establish the principles of righteousness. That's why he is doing it. Nobody, Maya is coming and okay, go, take this body, take this, like nothing. Because Maya is serving Krishna. Mama Maya, that is my Maya. Devigi esa gunamayi, Mama Maya, my Maya. So that is the difference between Krishna's birth and our birth. That is the main thing you need to understand.
Okay.
Understand that all other things, all these discussions will become invalid.
Yes, so even if like Krishna takes birth also, like it is different, because in our case, like we don't choose our parents, so we are forced and we
take birth. Krishna comes on his own. He wants to come. That's it.
Okay.
That's the main difference. But if you understand that difference, then everything else will be very clear.
Yes, so it became clear now, because now like even if Krishna takes birth, first of all, we don't choose our parents. Otherwise, everybody will be born in a rich family. So Krishna chooses his parents, and then also we don't choose the place also, because nobody would like to be born in Africa. Like everybody would want to be born in the US. And then also we don't choose the time, because some people have this all Mangal dosh and they suffer so many that Shani, it comes like 2 or 3 times in their life, but we don't have control of the time. But Krishna like chooses the time also.
But one important thing is that once we become a very, very sincere devotee of Krishna, we become a yogis, then we can choose the time to live, time to die.
Yes, so just as like Bhishma lived.
That is the reason is that because when we are liberated from the modes of nature, then we can decide.
Yes, so
From the material body. That is the main thing. From the material body.
Okay, bro. Thank you.
Yeah, it's very nice questions, and it's very okay. Good. We had a good amount of time discussing Hare Krishna, bro. So we'll again meet. So for us, most of us we are meeting on